Thanks to the organizers for being here with this panel. Just to introduce a little bit what we have been doing, actually, as you mentioned, we are a recent player in the Western Balkan. We arrived in 2019, actually. Our mandate here is really to promote and accelerate the EU convergence, the EU integration process of Montenegro. And we have been quite successful thanks to collaboration and partnering with other IFI, EBRD, EIB as well, World Bank. And I think the idea is really to partner, to club and accelerate this process, to speed up this process. In a nutshell, what we did over the last 6 years, we committed, and we will be committing nearly 2 billion euro, out of which 200 million euro is benefiting directly Montenegro. We just recently opened an office in Podgorica last February, and I would like to introduce my representative here, Victoria Romano, who will be the focal point for all the Montenegrin stakeholders.
And her comment was, after spending, 2 years in Uzbekistan, she said, oof, finally I'm arrived. Yeah?
Absolutely. No, I think what she highlighted is the speed of this country and the transformation at stake right now in Montenegro. But just to go back as well on SMEs, because I think this is mainly the topic. What we have been, AFD is a group, actually. We have 3 entities. One is AFD, is specialized for sovereign lending to support public sector, but we have also a private sector institution called ProParco, quite similar to IFC, DEG, and EBRD, private sector. And we have a third entity, which is called Expertise France. Expertise France is a bit like GIZ, and they are actually building trust and facilitating, building favorable environment for SMEs. And if I go with 2-3 examples in Montenegro of what we have been achieving so far, let me go. AFD is mainly supporting here through budget support reform agenda. So we change the regulator framework. We support the reforms. And for instance, we did it last year with World Bank on the energy sector when we actually promoted this auction mechanism for the energy, for the renewable energy. We did also, for example, a credit line to Development Bank of Montenegro to particularly channel money through them directly to SMEs with 2 particular windows: women entrepreneurship and favoring green investments. Mm-hmm. When you look at ProParco, ProParco is another institution mainly dedicating to support national and international company investing in Montenegro. They have a landmark project here with EBRD, which is this Karnovo wind farm, which was actually implemented and constructed in the northern region, close to Nicic. But they do also microfinance, and it comes back actually to what the other colleagues were mentioning, is that sometimes we are big and we don't know the local context. So we need to go through players who know exactly the territory, who know all the pepites, the gems you need to support. And this is where actually we go through either microfinance, and this is partly the case, not yet in Montenegro, but we have similar project in Serbia, in Bosnia-Herzegovina, where we have microfinance institution financing directly agriculture sector, the small producers, and help them grow, help them actually thrive. And this is really something we would like to do as well in Montenegro. And maybe just one comment on Expertise France, because I think it's really important because they are the one putting the seeds and really closely to what you're doing on the impact. We have 2 projects, one called RISE, another one called Boost, which are really promoting actually social entrepreneurship, playing like incubators, stimulating a startup in the digital sector, but also in the agricultural sector, and also in the cultural heritage. So mainly bringing different type of ideas, concepts to the economy. And here, as tourism is a big one, I think it's really crossed completely what are the priorities of the